My name is Sophia Lee. I'm sorry, no, it is Sofia Bicicleta. I was Sophia Lee for 5 beautiful years, but then my husband Dale left me. So now I'm back to Sofia Bicicleta. Sophia Bikes, you might hear me be called. I suppose I can have like a bit of a hot temper. Dale really balanced me out, but now that he's gone, I'm on a little bit of a bender. But that's fine. I mean, I can keep up an active lifestyle. Similar to Pete, I haven't been sleeping because the bed I was sleeping in, I once shared with my husband. So I just don't even really like being there right now. And basically I'm in like a tight leopard print skirt, a tight pink cami, and basically I look like if Fran Drescher went on like an Amy Winehouse bender.
Yes.
And I'm doing a pretty bad job because I'm pretty hungover.
You see the woman in the chair is trying to make small talk with you. She says, and honestly, I couldn't fucking believe it because the house is a disaster. Like they're
Really?
Oh, it's awful. They painted it this shade of like, I don't know, lime green. It looks like it's fucking St. Patrick's Day.
I tell you, everyone on this island has too much money they don't even know what to do with.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. It doesn't take a lot of money to be classy. Like, I don't understand
but
why these...
everyone just gets bored. So they're like, well, I can't buy a bigger house because then it'll be obvious I'm in the mob. So I guess I'll just paint my house a new shade of lime green. I'm sorry.
Oh, God. Sophie, no.
No, it's fine. I really want to keep doing your hair. I gotta get it teased.
I honestly, and Soph, I've been coming to you for my hair for 3 years now.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to, you've fully cut my bangs down to about 1/4 of an inch. There.
Did you not want baby bangs?
Well, the thing is that they're like a bristle now, so it really sort of looks like I'm some kind of, I don't know.
Yeah, I know. And I'm gonna give you a discount. I am.
Okay, discount.
I tell
Okay,
you what, give me your little coupon, and I'll.
Oh, my punch card?
Give me your punch card, and I'll punch out a couple extra.
Honestly, you're a doll, and honestly, it's so fucked up what happens, and like, God forbid anything would have happened to me and Bobby, but.
Okay, I don't think you need to bring in you and Bobby just because me and Dale fell apart, and we wouldn't have fallen apart if Isabella Infierno didn't come over the bridge or wherever she came from. God,
okay, look, I understand. Look, everyone knows she's a whore, all right? It is.
Okay, I don't know that we should be putting down other women that much.
Oh.
She's a succubus is what she is. Witchcraft is the only thing that could have taken Dale away from me. Yes, we had our fights. Usually my fault, because he was just so even-tempered.
Sophie.
All he wanted to do was just watch the deer in the backyard.
He just watched deer in the backyard?
He loved it when we had a couple animals that would come in and out of the backyard, and he just liked watching them.
Sophie, look.
He was a very calming presence.
I love you to death. Everybody in the neighborhood, when you went and married Dale, he's not from around here. People here marry people from here, all right?
I know, and I don't want someone from here.
And nobody wants to say, I told you so. Nobody wants to say that. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna settle up with you for the day. We're gonna stop it here. I'm gonna go look at some
No,
hats.
I can fix the bangs, I can. I just, a couple more snips and I think they'll be fixed.
Mom would like you to come by for dinner. At some point, all right? This is the fucking olive branch.
I know. Yes, I will come by at some point. I don't know what my night is like tonight.
How about this Sunday?
Sunday.
All right?
Oh, if I show up, am I going to be guilted for not going to church because it's Sunday?
I mean, would it kill you to go to church? I don't understand, right? It's like you marry some guy who's not from the neighborhood, and then you're not going to church, and,
Don't bring him into this. You didn't know him.
Look, I don't know him, but I know Isabella Infierno, all right? And...
Oh, my God.
You know what?
Do you want me to start running my mouth about alligator skin again? Because I will.
You leave after your shift is done, you settle up. It's getting to be that time of year where Christmas music is starting to be played around.
God damn.
It's just that time of year again. You're feeling extremely hungover, and sobriety is starting to wend its way back into the corners of your brain.
Okay, well, I have two options, because if I don't get a drink right now, I'm probably gonna go buy more Christmas presents for Dale, like he's gonna come back. So I guess I'm gonna go to a bar.
You head up to a bar. Go ahead and roll a wisdom saving throw for me.
Saving? Ooh. 21.
21, cool. So you get the fuck out of here. You don't go to any of the places on Staten Island that would remind you of Dale. You don't go to any places here. You hop on the ferry. You head into the city.
Wind in my hair.
And honestly, there is not a better guy than Richard for you. We're so happy you found the one. It is smooth sailing from here on out. But there's one last night of choppy water.
Yeah. I just want to say something.
The whole bachelor party turns to look at you.
Sorry, can I borrow this old karaoke machine? Thanks. I mic it up. I just want to tell you, Tina, that marriage was the best thing that ever happened to me. And you have a lot to look forward to. And, you know, I hope he makes you a slippery nipple every night before you go to bed. I do. I really do. Start spreading the news.
You see, all right. Let's clear that dance floor for our first dance between the bride and groom. Give it up for Angela Confetti and Ronald Pigeon.
I'm so excited to see what this looks like.
You guys see that Angela steps out on the floor, makes an earnest attempt to start dancing with Ronald. He's about as big as she is, but Ronald can mostly just pigeon around. He can't really dance. So he's just kind of jutting higgledy-piggledy over the dance floor, and she kind of twirls and little bits of glitter around her as this happens.
I start trying to like palm people different like pill cocktails, because that's just how I bond at like a wedding. You're gonna need this.
This is reminding me of my first dance with Dale, so I'll take one.
There's a bunch of good stuff in there. There's about 5 different pills.
I take some pills.
You head back to Staten Island. You're on your way back to, I guess, your family's house.
Yeah.
Make a perception check for me, if you'd be so kind.
Nat 20.
Fuck yeah.
Lost.
Just out of the leopard box.
Open my box.
You're heading down the street, and before you can even realize it, you bump face to face with Isabella Infierno.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Sophia, running into you on the street. How are you doing?
So late and you're by yourself.
Well, I was out of town, and you see she picks up a bag. It's a bag from David's Bridal, and it has a wedding dress in it.
I vomit. You know you can't get married until I even see divorce papers. I haven't even gotten divorce papers yet.
Oh?
If this is about Dale.
We don't need to have a legal wedding. A lot of what we do is really off the books. It's just a party for our friends and family to come and celebrate our love.
I tear open the thing to see her wedding dress.
Cool. Make an athletics check for me.
Gonna win with her. Oh my God.
Oh my God. I got a 22.
You snatch the dress out of her hand. It is the most beautiful gown.
I vomit again.
You see Isabella picks it up and says, Sophie, you're a fucking mess. I wish you the best. And listen, if you really want an invite, I'd be happy to send one your way.
I actually would. I just came from a wedding and it was a really beautiful experience. I'm looking to add more to my weekends. Assuming you guys can afford getting married on the weekends.
Oh.
Or are you doing one of those Friday weddings?
We're doing a destination wedding.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Where?
We're
Just so I know.
It says, we're gonna go out all the way to Montauk, have a wedding on the beach. June.
Dale hates the beach.
Yeah, but I love it, and he loves me. Bye, Sophie. And you see she walks off down the street.
Just so you know, I would have never guessed that Dale would do to me what he did to me. So this feeling of confidence and love that you have right now, enjoy it while it lasts.
She shrugs, moves on.
Wow, that's what a nat 20 gets you. Jesus Christ.
I'm sweating at the palms.
Yeah, me too.
What does Sophie do after that?
Sophie had a really specific plan before she ran into Isabella and Fierno. Let me see if she can collect herself. I think I'm gonna look at my phone and see. I wanted to contact 2 people, and then I had this really specific thing. I was coming home being like, you know what? I'm gonna finally do it. I'm gonna empty the mailbox. I've been avoiding it because I don't wanna see his name written on letters. Stuff is still coming here for him. But, I'm feeling empowered by my new friends, so I'm gonna finally do it. I don't know if I can now.
Yeah.
So I might not do that. I am gonna.
Give me a wisdom save with disadvantage.
Okay, with disadvantage. Okay. I did get a nat 20, but I also got a 2.
Oh, fuck.
So wisdom save is gonna be 5.
Sophie needs a drink.
Okay.
Oh, no.
All right. I'm gonna go to the bar. I feel like I had this really specific plan of what I wanted to do, and I don't know if I can even do it now after that exchange, like role-playing wise. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna go to the bar, and I take out my phone, trying to do what I was planning on doing. But then instead, I'm just gonna text Dale.
Cool. You get fucking lit. What do you text Dale?
I think I just say, I hope you get sand between your ass cheeks at your fucking beach wedding, you dick. And then I delete it. And then I just say, I wish you the best. Aww. And then I send that. I saw Isabella. I wish you the best. And then I order a shot, but as they're pouring the shot, I just take the bottle from them.
You just grab the bottle. Yeah, you get fucking blasted. Heaven, the force of like celestial, and you see too the pearly gates. You can even sense through this like other divine realms too. Like maybe it's the pearly gates to heaven, but there's also like maybe the Roman Elysium past there, maybe Valhalla somewhere past there as well. That there are like all these realms of like reward and peace and lives well lived. You are kind of taken in by the peacefulness of it and just the sort of of these dreamy airplanes. Alejandro kind of smiles along with you and goes, someday I'm going to go through those gates.
What do you think is on the, what do you think your plane lands?
Where does my plane land?
Yeah.
It lands on a runway next to beautiful buildings and happy people, kids playing out on the street with hopscotch, and my wife.
Wow.
I have missed her for quite some time. As you say that, you suddenly hear, sir, 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 sir! And you look and see a commotion up at the pearly gates. You see a bunch of angels absolutely getting their asses kicked.
Alejandro, let's get into this.
He looks up and says, I think if we go there, we might actually die. That's beyond dreaming. That is heaven through there.
Okay, well, someone's in need, so we should probably
You
go.
see some insane, and in that sort of anime way, a bunch of angels all fly back in a circle at the same time.
Oh my God, this is like
you see,
a Renaissance painting.
You see Dale in a little white short sleeve button-up shirt, little skinny black tie, black pants, thick black rimmed glasses, kicking a bunch of angel ass and charging out of the pearly gates and zooming with this incredible otherworldly leap tears streaming down his face. Dale has the most cherubic, like, handsome, boyish face and is just jacked as hell, incredibly muscular, with a couple little like, a little like name tag for the accounting firm where he used to work, and he, bam, lands on the ground in front of you.
Can he see me?
He can see you.
Dale, what the fuck are you doing here?
Listen, I don't have a lot of time, sweetie. They're gonna drag me back there in a second.
I don't understand. I thought you were with Isabella Infierno.
He reaches out, takes your hand, and says, that text was very sweet. Sweetie, I would never. I've been there. And he points to the pearly gates. Isabella is the reason that you haven't seen me, but not for the reason you think. I haven't been in the waking world for quite some time.
So you're in dream world?
You see that you can hear angels coming. He looks down to you and says, sweetie, I know this is hard and we don't have time. I'm not alive anymore.
That's really fucked up.
I'm sorry that I left. You know it wouldn't have been my choice. I'm so sorry. He looks, the angels are coming closer. He's like, you'd have to be crazy to leave Sophie Pikes. And I got your text. I wish you the best too. You see tears stream down his face. He goes, when you get to the top, I know what it'll seem like, but there is someone there. There is someone there.
The top of what?
You see angels grab onto his arms and begin to pull him back.
I fight the angels. I attack an angel. I use all my key points attacking an angel.
See, Alejandro says, I am a bystander to this. I did not attack an angel. You see, as you're hitting the angels, each time you wallop one of them, you see they go, I get it, fair. I'm not taking it personally. But you see, eventually, go ahead and give me an athletics check.
I got a 23.
That's not gonna beat a nat 20.
What? No, they didn't.
You
They're
see,
angels, baby.
you see they restrain you, and they're like bleeding from the nose, and they're like, we do not hold it against you. We know that you're coming from a place of rage, and we get it, and we're not
Oh
gonna
my
be
God,
assholes.
do not speak down to me.
No one's speaking down.
Don't tell me you're just doing your job here.
He can't be coming down here.
He has a job to do on Earth. He's got deer in the backyard to watch. Who's gonna watch the deer?
You see Dale is almost back at the pearly gates, and he yells out, he says, also, what's the problem with a Visa gift card? You know what you like the best. And disappears.
It was very practical.
He says, I'm trying to always be practical. Tell Jackson I said hi.
Jackson?
All of
What
this.
the actual fuck? My husband is fucking dead?
Alejandro looks around and says, well, this is a lot to process.
Oh, okay. Let me fucking hold your hair back while you fucking process this. My husband's fucking dead. I thought he left me, and now I find out he didn't leave me, which is a cool thing. But you know what's worse than that? Him being dead. So let me hold your hand through this, Alejandro.
Yeah, so what I said, I do take back. I thought, that was the wrong thing to say.
I thought you might. We've all said wrong things, and this was your fucking turn. Wait, so Isabella Infierno killed my fucking husband.
As you say that, you feel a crackle of something around yourself, and a bunch of magic wraps around your fists as you say that.
I'm gonna fucking kill her. And I don't think she's going to the great big airport in Brooklyn. I wanted to stop by and see Mario. I think I'll probably still go through the motions of that.
You find Mario on Staten Island. He's not there with the whole family, but you stop by the family house while Mario's there.
Okay.
He looks up and goes, hey, so finally, geez, cancel at the last minute. What's the fucking deal? You guys taking a look at some alligator shoes? I think I fixed the problem.
Okay, I don't need this whole fucking dog and pony show. I'm honestly more of a cat person, so just get to the fucking point of it. What the fuck is our family doing consorting? Also, how long have you been seeing the unsleeping city and you never once thought to mention it to your sister?
Look, we fucked up. You know that Dad had ties to the mob for a long time. We pushed our luck a little bit and got into the confettis. There's something going on with confetti, and there's a representative from...
Is it Robert Moses?
He looks shocked that you know that name. He goes, basically, Robert asked us to shuttle money, launder it from the confettis, and by money, I mean crazy shit, like baubles and, chunks of magic shit and all this crazy stuff that was part of stuff that confetti was paying to a representative from hell. This is a person who's been working with Moses for a long time. Make an insight check.
15.
He's
Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, 17.
He's treading carefully around a thing that has to do with Dale. You can tell.
Okay. Again, just be way more direct. I know that Dale is dead. I know that he's not with Isabella Inferno. I don't know what the fuck happened, but I have a feeling that you do.
Okay. You know how you often called Isabella Inferno a succubus?
Yes. It was small of me, I know. It is. I hate it when women go after other women.
Shut up.
I know that
Sophie,
it was,
it's not, no.
Like, I don't need you to preach to me why I
Sophie,
was
she is a succubus.
Oh my nod.
Oh my nod.
Oh my God. Sophie, you were fucking right. Isabella was a succubus. We were laundering money from the confettis to her, and Dale wasn't.
To her, she's the representative?
She was sent from hell to look
So
at.
she's tied in with Robert Moses.
Yes. And Dale started, Dale was an accountant, and he started looking at the books and adding things up, and he got close. And
So who called the shot to have my husband killed? Because right now, I cannot confidently 100% say that it was not my own fucking family.
look, did we know it was gonna happen? Yeah, but he wasn't from the neighborhood. He was not right for you. He was this. You know that he was into some kind of magic, right? He was like a chosen one from this monastery or whatever. He was some champion who was trained to stop something or other, and he was fucking around and he was nosy, and he got his nose into some bad people's business. Did we do it? No. Did we call the shot? No.
All right, well, the only reason I'm not gonna go after you right now is because I'm not organized enough to give you the fucking revenge you deserve.
You see that he just sort of shakes there a little bit, and he's like, so if you go after Isabella, you got no idea how fucking powerful she is.
Maybe you should have said that to Isabella before she went after me.
As you say this, people start, woo! Ricky, you're looking around. You smell smoke.
Fire! Everyone!
You hear up on the roof, Sophia, a voice say, oh, Sophie Bikes. I didn't think you were classy enough to go to an art show. And you see Isabella Inferno, and all around her on the roof, fire and people scream.
This from a fucking woman who went to a David's bridal bought a dress and doesn't even have a wedding?
I do have a wedding, just not to your stupid dead husband.
I mean, I attack her. Whatever.
You do 60 points of damage to her in a single round. You see a bald, winged succubus, still smoking from Kingston's lightning bolt, slashed so many times by the fireman's questing blade. She swivels as Willie, boom, knocks the door off. You see, you feel Misty's inspiration fill your body. You feel Pete suck the fire out of the room. Cugrash looks down this little hole. Isabella, punch drunk and swaying, looks over at you.
You're covered in fire.
You're fully burning, and you hear this like rushing of trains underneath.
Can we say my hair is on fire too? So
Yeah.
maybe at the end of this, I'll have a cool bob.
Yep, love
Okay.
it. Hair's on fire. You hear a voice in the back of your head, and then a faraway mantra from the monastery. What you gonna do?
I'm gonna fuck this bitch up.
And you unload.
Right before I kill her, though, I want to be like, just so you know, you look like shit when you're bald. Not because being bald looks bad, but because you don't know how to fucking work it.
I do know how to. You uppercut. You guys see that? I'm gonna say you uppercut her so hard that Sophia and Isabella bust through the floor over here.
Jesus.
And up through here to the ceiling, and you see her teeth and skull scatter into the night sky.
Skull?
Oh, can I catch a tooth or a bone?
Yes, you can catch a tooth.
Like what, it's like piñata?
Yeah, what are you gonna do with it?
It's a link to Robert Moses.
Isabella Infierno is destroyed.
Yeah.
Her body disbands into flame and smoke.
Wow.
Wow. More like Isabella Outfiano.
Oh, something like that.
I want to text Mario and be like, you definitely underestimated me because I went up against Isabella Infierno and I'm walking away and she's not.
There's a little ellipsis and no response.
Coward.
Hey, so your interaction with Dale, do you think it's possible if Isabella had the list, if maybe Dale's not even fully dead or something, if he got like sent to heaven by the list or something like
yeah,
that?
maybe.
If somebody
Because he's on the good boy
fucked
list?
with something?
I got the impression it was a little bit more of like a hit type thing, but
Right.
He said, I'm not
maybe.
alive anymore. He never said he was dead.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Can you ask Jackson if he has any more information? If Dale was a member of the
Yeah,
Concrete
I'll text
Fist?
Jackson and be like, Jackson, I got some questions for you. I also got some very interesting intel for you.
You get a text right back from Jackson saying, come by the monastery, let's talk.
Okay.
You see that the unseen servant goes down to the chimney. Your family is home. Your mother, your father is like in a seat, kind of like lounging in the living room. Mario, your other brothers are there. You see that Mario's going, look, I don't know what to tell you, all right? She knows. She knows what happened. She talked to me. She's in that same fakakta fucking, monastery or whatever. She's learning karate or super karate. I don't know what it is. And you see that you can see that your mom is weeping in the kitchen. You see your dad goes, all right, so what? We were supposed to have the whole fucking family get put on Isabella's shit list because we wouldn't fucking cooperate? Give me a fucking break. Dale was a piece of shit. He's dead. She'll get over it. She'll move on. I don't want to fucking hear it. You see that your other brothers look around. Give me an insight check as you're looking at them.
That's gonna be 15.
Okay. Your family's on a spectrum. The answer you're looking for is a sloppier one than maybe you would have wanted. And as you look at your family, you see very clearly that your mom is extremely distraught. Your dad is pretty remorseless. your brothers kind of are falling somewhere in between. Most of what you can see on an insight check looking at these people, looking at your family, and your family's had beef forever, you know, like there's been lots of times where like people weren't talking to somebody else or weren't getting along or stuff like that. It looks like Mario was at least partially telling the truth in terms of them fully allowing this nightmare to happen and not telling you, but none of them making the call, pulling the trigger, or even suggesting that this be what happened. Okay. You see that your mother, Maria, turns around and says, I don't understand why you're gonna fucking talk about this in the house. You guys wanna have your business, you wanna go around and play fucking gangster, that's great. Why is it gotta happen in the living room? If you won't let me be a part of it, then why are you fucking talking about it in my house? You see Anthony turns around and goes, Maria, look, you were the one that was the most upset of all when fucking Dale showed up. And she was like, cause I thought I didn't know him. And I wanted Sophia to be happy.
Okay. I retract my unseen servant. I'm deciding if I want to do one more thing with my unseen servant before I talk to Jackson. Mm-hmm. I look through my backpack, which is now my home. I even have a little air freshener in there and everything. It's very homey. I decide I have my wedding pictures. And I send the unseen servant to burn my house down.
And you see that he goes to buy some flowers. And he sort of looks over to you and says, if you want to grab something, it's on me.
Okay, I grab a Sky Bar.
I grab a Sky Bar. He says, you want to get some flowers too?
Are we going to a graveyard? Are we going to whose grave I think that we're going to? Okay. I grab another Sky Bar. He loves Sky Bars.
You see, he goes, yeah, that kid was a freak for Sky Bars. You guys end up at Greenwood Cemetery in Brooklyn. It's a cemetery so massive that as you walk into the middle of it, the city actually fades away and you're just looking at the green hills, the old moss and lichen-covered tombstones, trees. It's beautiful here. You walk up, see that Jackson, who, again, doesn't wear sadness in his body, really. He's just like the most solid guy. Has like this like chalk and dust covered hands and puts the flowers down at the grave and looks up at you and respectfully walks a little distance away over like to a nearby tree and kind of leans against it, facing a little bit away from you, and starts smoking a cigarette.
Oh my God. Well, I think I'm just gonna put I'm gonna unwrap one of the Sky Bars and kind of mush it into the ground. And then eat my Sky Bar.
Incredible.
And I'm just gonna I'm just gonna say, Dale, I'm not ready for words, but I did burn down the home that we made together. So I guess that's just kind of like today's bulletin. And then I silently eat my bar.
You've had an insane day.
Yeah.
Big day. Yeah, you look at this point like...
I'm also on day one of mourning my husband's death now.
Yes.
After a few minutes, you finish your Sky Bar. Jackson chooses this moment to come back over. He goes,
He was a good student. He was one of your students, right?
second only to Method Man. He was one of the best.
I can't believe I never knew that about him. I wish I had had time to be mad at him for not telling me that about this other secret life.
He looks at you and goes, I mean, you can talk to Kingston about the dangers of bringing a loved one into the unsleeping city. doesn't solve all your problems. I know that it's easy to resent, but you gotta know that neither of those choices is pretty.
Yeah, no, I get it. But does this mean that I didn't know him as well as I thought I did?
No, no. Look, Dale Lee was one of the finest monks we've ever had in the Order of the Concrete Fist. And more than that, a decent man. He was good to his heart. He was a good kid. You knew the real Dale Lee. He was, yeah, I mean, could he break stone with his fists and jump into the sky and bust the buttons off of his short sleeve button up? Yeah, he could do it.
Oh my God, that sounds so hot.
He's a good looking man. I'm not gonna sit here. Look, I'm secure enough of myself. He's a good looking guy.
Yeah, he was very attractive.
You see, he says, but he was the guy you knew. He was a fucking dork. The guy was a mild-mannered accountant through and through. I have never seen him more excited than when I told him that the monastery wasn't affiliated as a religious organization. He went through the roof. He went through years of our taxes and got us. I mean, he got the whole mess hall, and the reason we got those new steam tables, that's because he came in and he did that for us.
Of course he did.
He was a, you know, he was a piece of work. Kind to a fault. I mean, yeah, was he a little bit of a goober? Yeah, I mean, he gave me a friggin' Visa gift card when he graduated.
All right, well, this is my husband we're talking about, so I don't want to have to hellish rebuke you.
No. I'll back off.
Okay.
He goes like, he says, Dale was, you know, in the way that, no, I've had lots of students and I treasure all of them. Dale was like family. And I'm so sorry for your loss.
It's okay. It's just weird because I grieved it one way and now I'm grieving it through a different scope. But it's fine. I'm glad that I now can kind of use this opportunity to get to know this whole other side of him that I didn't know. So that's nice. I do have one square of my Sky Bar left. Did you want some? I'm so sorry. I was rude. I didn't offer any.
Yeah, let me get ahead of that. That'd be
Okay,
great.
yeah.
You see, he takes it and chews on it. He's like, do you need more time when you want to start heading back?
No, I said back.
You guys start to walk out of the cemetery. You see he goes, yeah, there was a time where we thought Dale was going to be the, I don't know. It doesn't matter.
The what? No, of course it matters. I want to hear any story about him at this point, obviously.
He goes back with you and he says, as you guys, you know, go from Greenwood, you get back to Battery Park, and as you're crossing the ferry, you're just taking the ferry, you're both like looking over the Statue of Liberty as you pass by it, going back to Staten Island. You see he goes, the Order of the Concrete Fist was founded early in the history of New York City. And our roots go all the way back to ancient masters, the Shaolin Temple. The forms we practice here were developed for the role that New York plays in the magical cosmology, not only of America, but the world. Our mantra is at its root, and we have several, but the most significant and most important one is, it is what it is.
I know, sometimes I hear that in my head.
This place, and you can see the Statue of Liberty raising her lamp as you pass by, is a doorway for so many people to the American dream. And so many people came here with that dream in their heart. And the relationship of this city to all of what this larger country means has always been about, you know, America's about dreams. And I don't say that lovingly. I mean, there's a certain degree of this place that's based on delusion and imagery, and, you know, I'm gonna make something of myself. I'm gonna be what no one said I can be. And, I'll pull myself up by my bootstraps. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps, that's fucking impossible. And that metaphor is lost on most people. New York and what the Order of the Concrete Fist represents, we're supposed to be the fly in that ointment. You understand? Things are not always what you want them to be, and they're not always what you dream that they are. Things are what they are, and it is what it is. And
Yeah, I guess I definitely feel that way these days.
in any case, what we represent, our role here in the city, is to be that reminder to a place that is often filled with lies and illusions, that eventually the smoke and mirrors fades away and you hit the brick, that there is something real and it needs to be acknowledged and respected. That's why we have often stood to protect this place against those things that would encroach from the dream realm. There are stories at the founding of the order about a day when something would come through from the other side and the order would fall unless the chosen one were to appear. That was supposed to be Dale. He found where the spirits congregate of our order that are supposed to impart powers of the chosen one. And when he got there, they weren't there. So, I don't know how much hope there is, but hey, it is what it is. He turns to Jackson. Jackson says, Alejandro, good to see you, bud. So this is it. They're gonna try to pull it out of the dream realm, the golden door.
Yeah.
Fuck. Well, this is bad. This is what Dale was warning me about. He thought this was gonna happen.
Dale? Thought this was gonna happen? God damn, he had a whole fucking life without me. I had a fucking book club.
You see, he goes, yeah, Dale was into that whole chosen one bullshit. He thought there was gonna be a time where the dream realm would try to fully destroy New York. And he was a fucking new kid, but he had a lot of big ideas about, the symbol of our order is that yin and yang, right? And specifically between the energy of dream and of the waking world. And the stuff he found, the scrolls in the monastery that talked about the chosen one, he was on this trip about the fact that those forces should be combined and used together rather than us as monks standing as a guard against the dream realm. He believed in it, and he went and found the pinnacle. He went all the way up there, and it was all bullshit. Nothing happened.
Where's the pinnacle?
You see, he looks at you. Make an insight check.
15. No, 16.
He's looking at you with kind of a look of like, why do you want to know?
I give him a look of, because I asked, because I want to know.
You see, he goes, what you gonna do? You wanna... All right. Oh, fuck it. I'm out of commission. It is what it is. The scrolls talked about a place that at the time was unreachable except for powerful monks, but they ended up building the Empire State Building to reach it.
I was kind of thinking you might say that. All right.
He says, but Dale was, you should know, Don't get your fucking hopes up. It's not a dream, kid. This is the real world.
I get it. It is what it is. You taught me well.
You see, he says,
I'm gonna put that in my back pocket maybe after I slay the dreams of Robert Moses to save the dreams of others. I'll go to the observation deck.
You see, he says, he thought that there would be, he got up there and there were no spirits, there were no ancestors, there was no sphinx that fucking to choose the one. So it was all fucking bullshit. So just keep your eye on the prize. I don't know, maybe we all die. It is what it is.
Okay, so I show up to the Empire State Building.
You see, it's the observation deck is closed.
That's fine. I'm not going inside. And then I'm just gonna otherworldly leap myself. And ideally, what I'd like to do is I'd like to climb it like a rock climber.
You just scaled pure force of will. Give me an athletics check with otherworldly leap. We'll say with advantage with otherworldly leap.
Okay. 19.
You fully scale the Empire State Building. Storm clouds roiling, strange color, green and purple lightning.
Okay. I'm just gonna say, okay, all you sphinxes and all you choosers of the chosen of the concrete fist, you weren't there for my husband Dale, and look what that got him. So I don't really care about being your chosen. Honestly, I know this is probably an off-putting way to do this, but I don't give a shit about being your chosen. I'm honestly just trying to fuck some shit up tonight. Death has no fear for me. I die easily. I'm on the nice list. I'll go get to be with my husband. It'll be fucking dope. So just choose me for the fucking night. You let Dale down, now show the fuck up.
Make a perception check.
12.
You look around, nothing but the wind howls up here.
All right, I'll go to the other side.
Cool.
Are there any like gargoyles or anything adorning the top of the Empire State Building?
Make an investigation check.
13.
No, there's no gargoyles up here.
Go to the top.
Am I not at the top?
You're at the observation deck.
Oh, I went to go to the top. I want to go to the very fucking top.
Give me another athletics check.
Okay. 13.
Takes a long time getting up there. And you so poured your heart out into that statement, and then for it to be met with silence is like so brutal. Sophia, where's Sophia at right now? She gets, you perch like fucking, you're like.
I'm just determined. I don't fucking care. I'm really, right now, I feel like I'm dealing with fucking cowards, and I think they need to show themselves. Because honestly, if you don't fucking show up now, there might not be anyone to fucking choose ever again. So then you'll have had this little gift you could have given to someone, this little choosing you could have done, and you will never do it to anyone. It's like letting food go bad. I hate when people let food go bad.
You look out, Sophia was raised in a very conflict-full home. And for you to be pouring your rage out and to not be met with anything is like so maddening at this moment. You are filled with determination. Go ahead and make an insight check for me.
14.
You look down and see all the busy people in New York moving to and fro. You see all of them like waiting for a lucky break, all of them with these dreams. And you think about what Jackson said about the realm of dreams and Pete and Kingston and what they represent, and this weird schism in this place where people come to pursue some completely lofty, faraway goal, and yet life from day to day can be so dreary and miserable and hard. And the gap from
dream to reality feels insurmountable.
All right.
You look around, and you also remember Dale's words to you.
It is what it is.
That's not what Dale said.
Oh, at the top. What did he say? He said at the top.
It's gonna feel like there's not anybody there, but there is. There is somebody there.
All right. So at the top, it's gonna feel like there's no one there, but there is someone there. So I guess I'll just kind of be like, all right, if this is how we're doing it, this is how we're doing it. And I'll just basically meditate here until I gotta go to Times Square. What? I don't have any spells.
You start meditating. You enter your meditative trance. The techniques you learned at the monastery. You are standing on one foot on top of the spire at the top of the Empire State Building. You look down at New York. Dale believed there was something here. Roll an insight check with advantage as you meditate.
Nat 20 and a 19.
Fuck, man.
You look out. What Dale believed was that Jackson's interpretation of the monk's mission was maybe not fully correct. The monks are from the waking world, but the idea of the dream being something they have to oppose, he didn't agree with by coming here to seek it out. He thought, just in the same way that yin and yang are opposed but complementary, that these two forces here were as well. And you've seen what happens when Pete and Kingston's magic works together. A nat 20 insight. You look at all those people down there, and a true born and bred New Yorker, you look down and realize that all the dreams that are being chased down there, that the true spirit of this place is to meet dreams with concrete, to hustle in the muck and the grime and grind away to make something miraculous happen. And that the spirit of this place is that these people make it happen for themselves. You look around. Who is here at the top of the Empire State Building?
Motherfucking, I'm here.
You open your eyes and look around. Potential crackles in the air around you.
Am I supposed to do something? What am I supposed to do?
You see that potential crackles in the air around you. A reverberation leaves and surrounds you as you say, "I'm here," and you can feel Dale smiling down on you. There is someone at the top of the Empire State Building.
I put my hand out for if there's anyone else.
There's nobody else.
All right. What am I not getting? What the fuck am I not getting? Everyone's looking at me like I'm supposed to do something.
Yeah,
you see that, on that nat 20, when you said, "I'm here."
It's the worst feeling ever.
No.
So I'm like, everyone's like,
No.
what?
As you have the feeling of "I'm here," you never saw these scrolls, but in all the things that Jackson described, it was never clear who the spirits were that select the chosen one, and the scrolls never mentioned who they were. So there's no one knows who picks the chosen one.
Okay, so I guess I just choose myself to be the chosen one?
You are filled with power. You hear a purring in your heart. Claws appear at your side. there is nothing more in the spirit of this place than to rely on nobody else but yourself to decide that you will be chosen.
All right, fuck yeah.
I'm going to go ahead.
This is a secret one?
You don't have to tell anybody, but you're also welcome to if you'd like.
Woohoo!
Is it a secret one? We're not here.
You are filled with
Honestly,
power.
it's not that thrilling. I can replenish a key point each time you are dealt damage.
Nice.
So I'm telling you guys because there wouldn't be a big reveal, but it's dope.
You also feel that there is another element even beyond that. That you can actually make an Arcana check to see if you understand the secondary power. So but you do feel another power that you know somebody more magical than you could probably identify or see.
Okay.
But you have here at the top of the Empire State Building the ultimate. There was no authority higher than your own, and nobody would have been as meaningful to select yourself as you.
Yeah.
And
bitch.
you can.
It's beautiful.
You hear a voice on the wind say, "I love you. I'm so proud of you. This is even more beautiful than the deer in the backyard."
Oh my God, I thought it was me talking to myself for a second until you said the deer. Dale, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you, Dale.
You watch the dream move to the threshold of the door. Beyond the threshold, the paragon that moves here beyond the golden door looks like many things, a flickering dream. Only that which the beholder would make of it. What do all of you see as you look at that dream before it crosses the threshold? Because none of you see the exact same thing.
I think Sophia sees love, just getting to love who you want, how you want, without other people getting in the way.
You almost think you can see Dale moving as the shape of the dream, but many other people too, and the people that they would be free to love. The Celestial turns to you, his eyes flare with red, white, and blue light, and a beam of concentrated energy strikes you in the chest. Sophia, you are dead. Full dead. Your soul floats through the tornado, and you see a hand reaching out, being restrained at the pearly gates as Dale reaches out to you.
I'd like to sprint up these stairs and get to the other side of Sophie. As I'm running up the stairs, I'd like to yell to the gate, Le Grand Gata, your champion needs you. And then I will cast Revivify on Sophie Bikes.
Did I come back?
You come back.
I burn a fourth level.
I was fucking Dale. Dale and a choir of angels.
Le Grand Gata bursts.
And a choir?
Le Grand Gata bursts from the portal. Le Grand bursts from the portal. He says, "Your fight is not yet over, Mija. You have much scratching yet to do." As you soar through the air, time suspends. The angel's face moves to regard you coolly.
Mm-hmm.
It flickers for a moment, and you see Dale's face. It looks at you and says, "All I want is to be real, which is the wish of any dream. I understand that you are trying to stop me. I make you this offer." And it shows Dale standing alive in New York. If you would allow me to pass, I can bring him back. You do not have to strike your friends. You do not have to do anything at all to harm anyone you care about. I just ask that you let me pass, and this life that you have wanted. And you see pure love, your family, you and Dale in big sweaters looking at deer in the backyard. Dale going, look, it's a baby one.
Oh, see, the mistake you made was sending me to heaven already. So I literally just got back from fucking him. So no, I'm still gonna kill you.
As you approach the pearly gates, you see that a group of angels applauds. Yeah, Ricky Matsui.
Whatever.
You arrive there, and after a moment's time, you see that a man that you haven't met before walks up to you crying. He's a super jacked, dorky-looking dude, thick glasses, and he comes up and gives you this big, huge hug. He's got a pair of wings on his back as well. Incredible, man, incredible.
Thanks. Something about you seems familiar.
My name's Dale.
Oh.
I can't believe it. Thank you for watching out for Sophie, man.
Of course.
I
watched out for me.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
This is awesome. This is so cool.
Yeah.
She's a chosen one!
Yeah.
I love my wife! Just tears streaming down his face.
Did you, just out of curiosity, how did you die?
Isabella murdered me.
Oh, okay.
Um,
I'm sorry that I brought that up.
It's okay. I didn't get the riddle of the chosen one in time. I didn't understand it.
Oh. But she got it.
She got it.
Yeah.
And honestly, the city's better off for it. You see some tears roll down his face. Dale kind of looks off into the middle distance, looks over at you and says, well, keep Soph. I guess give my love to Sophie. Please tell her that I'm sorry I couldn't be there, and I think the world of her.
Okay.
You see, he says, Kingston, good to see you again.
How are you, Dale?
I'm all right. You see, he turns around, Alejandro says, Dale, come, get some food, have some fun, have a party. And you see that Dale starts walking away to go into heaven.
Hey, Dale. Just in case you're wondering, the deer are all right.
They're just so gentle. They're like big mice. They're like big yard mice.
I know.
And you and Ricky are at the pearly gates, and you turn to walk back to the mortal realm.
Before I leave, can I stop and talk to Dale for a second?
Sure.
Can I try to give him my axe? If there's anything I can do.
Yeah. You hand the axe to him. He takes it, and you see it changes into this insane set of nunchucks in his hand. Just like. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. You see that you hand the questing blade over to him. As you do so, you see that he begins to fill with this like radiant light and look around and at all these other angels, and the angels go, Mr. Lee, you gotta see reason. And just starts housing all these angels. And you see St. Peter looks from the book, Mr. Matsui, what the hell did you do? Why'd you give him a questing blade?
I don't know. Seemed like it would be really cool.
There's a lovely evening. You have your mom staying with you at the Order. You're looking out over Staten Island. It's the new leader of the Order, the chosen one.
I got a picture of Dale. I'm like, Dale, I'm coming for you. I thought I was gonna stay with you on New Year's Eve, but I got business here, and I got to do right by my fallen friends, and I'll be there when I can.
You look down and see a little group of deer in the little woods of Staten Island move into some backyards. and you suddenly hear and you turn, and a winged Dale, thick black eye, bloody nose, holding a questing blade, says, I saw the deer. They only have a couple minutes, but I wanted to come and watch them with you. He kisses you, puts his ripped arm around your body.
Did you get even beefier up there?
I think it's the blade. It's honestly kind of fascinating.
I love that you're kicking ass up there.
The angels were too much for me, and then Ricky gave me this, and now I can get out kind of whenever I want. And they're understanding. They get it.
Wow.
But look at the little one. Look at it. Look.
I know that one. He just came along. I think she had him like maybe 3 months ago.
Oh my God. I also wanted to ask, because we missed this last April, but there's actually a lot of stuff that we can file for with the monastery if you're working with the Occult Society, because the Occult Society can apply for grants. So in their taxes, we can actually...
Did you beat up a bunch of angels to come give me tax advice?
I just want everything in your life to be easy.
Well, you're helping. Tell me the tax advice.
Okay, there's a lot of interesting stuff.